Welcome to the cave here at Mishawaka High School. I am Matt Rendell here alongside a number of students here to run our stream tonight. We are having technical difficulties. There's a server, AWS server problem. So we are right now streaming onto a different source right now, and then we'll upload later. So hopefully when you get a chance to see this, you will be able to catch the girls basketball action. So we've got just a few minutes here. I'm going to play the Commissioner Corner interview from last week, a little outdated, but we're going to play that here for you now, and then we'll bring you some girls basketball action.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bob Lovell. Our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, congratulations to you, your staff, the member institutions, the young men involved in football, their families, the communities. It was, from start to finish in football, it was a fantastic year, and I think it culminated in some of the best played dramatic championship games you've had in a while.
It was. First of all, hats off to our schools for what they've been able to accomplish, but this year was phenomenal. We had a lot of parity throughout the state, some incredible teams, and then we had a little Thanksgiving, then got to Lucas Oil for some games on Friday and Saturday of last week. 3 teams had never been there before, which brings enthusiasm and excitement into the facility. But, they were just great games. The teams were back and forth. Gibson Southern's down, 21? 19. They're down 19.
Right.
And all of a sudden, the young man that's going to be quarterback at the next level at Purdue turns it on, and he's throwing darts out there. And here comes Gibson Southern roaring back. And that was the kind of football we had all weekend.
I think you did. You had games that went back and forth. You didn't have the lopsided game that it just seems that every year there's one or two of those games that team gets behind early and out of their game plan and can't get it together, playing a really good team. But these were, I thought, 3 really competitive games per day that had a lot of drama. As you point out, Brady Allen doing what he does, but there was an opportunity to showcase some tremendously talented young men who stepped up on the big stage and led their teams to championship, which is what makes this such a lifetime event for them and actually for their communities. They're going to be talking about Brady Allen in Gibson County for a long, long time, quite frankly.
For a long time, and I'm going to hear it because that's actually my stomping ground from that area.
Right.
So a lot of my family went to school at Gibson Southern, so Brady is certainly familiar. But, you think about the game that stood out to me in the other performance was Mater Dei and Andre going back and forth.
Right.
And then the young man, number 34, puts the S on the second half. I think the young man's actually going to Notre Dame next year. And he just took the game over and willed his team to a victory that day. And, those kind of performances, they're just special about high school football, and especially high school football in Indiana.
And the other thing, they get a chance to play your last. You think about it, you start your season dreaming of playing your last game in Lucas Oil Stadium, and then you get a chance to do it, and you win a championship. And so congratulations to them, and congratulations to the teams that didn't win. Again, you forever will be able to tell your children, grandchildren, everybody I played my last game in Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can't say enough about the Colts and everybody involved. It was a magnificent year because, again, you played over 90% of the scheduled contests in a world that is still ravaged by COVID. Not only just around the world, but here in the United States. And what you've done for 2 straight years, I think, is unmatched around the state, around the country.
I appreciate that, and I do think Indiana led the way when it comes to participation for student athletes in a COVID world, and I think that's certainly what we deal with. But, Bob, I appreciate the kind words about led the way, but, man, it was such a team thing. I've never done anything successfully in my life without a great team that all had a common goal, and that was Indiana. And I'm just so proud of that, and that more than anything else.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Commissioner, congratulations again. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us and enjoy the week.
Thank you, Coach. And again, thank you for what you do for the promotion of student athletes and giving them a platform to celebrate what they do.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Sandra, tell me your favorite thing about Indiana high school sports.
Well, Chris, as a fellow IHSAA assistant commissioner, I don't know if I can choose just one. Tell me, what's yours?
It's the little victories, the day-to-day achievements of student athletes, the real character-building stuff.
Absolutely. One of mine as well. All the hard work off the court, the field, the mat, the deck, those defining moments during practices that the crowd never sees.
Exactly. And we don't celebrate those victories enough.
We don't. And there's an even bigger victory we need to celebrate.
That's right. We welcome fans back to high school sporting events across Indiana.
So, buy a ticket to your high school's next athletic event. The schools and student athletes deserve your support.
They need you in the stands now more than ever.
This is your team. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back, fans, here to Mishawaka High School. I'm Matt Rendell here with Joe Swank, Alex Stewart, and Levi Shuttle. We are here bringing you high school girls basketball. I'm going to be doing a number of things right now. We are going to be streaming live on YouTube tonight due to some technical errors on the server. So I'm setting that up right now. So we're getting that all ready to go, as this is a new thing for us. We used to stream everything on YouTube, but tonight we'll be doing the same. There we go. We're going through starting lineups here right now as we get ready for some high school girls basketball action. Thanks again for tuning in here tonight. This is a one-night only event. I cannot say that enough, as we will only be streaming on YouTube tonight due to a server error from the AWS server. So this is a one-time only YouTube action. There we go. Welcome back. I'm Matt Rendell here. We just went through starting lineups. We're getting ready to go here with some high school girls basketball action. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We are live on YouTube tonight. Again, this is tonight only. AWS, which is the Amazon server system, is down tonight, and so we aren't able to stream to IHSATV.org, but we will be back there on Friday for some more girls basketball action, and then again on Saturday night for boys basketball action. So we are just about ready to go here. We're just about ready to go. Joe, you ready? Perfect. Joe's ready. We got Alex and Levi up there on cameras. And here's the tip. Tip is going to be won by Bremen, and it's going to be a foul right away, and not a good foul there by Jaden Hanley as she fouls number 21, Michaela Shively. Let's go through some lineups real fast. For the visiting Bremen Lions, it's Emma Graverson, number 11, number 14, Katie Moyer, number 15, Elia Foster, number 20, Madison Youngman, and number 21, Michaela Shively. As they have the ball right now, Shively gets it over. It's inside. Pump fake, nothing there as Bremen was passing around the outside. Cavemen are in a 2-3 zone. They like playing a 2-3 zone. They trap out of it. It's three-pointer up and good. Big three-pointer there by Elia Foster as she hits the first three of the game for the Bremen Lions. Bremen leads 3-0 as the Cavemen are trying to break the press and cannot. Stolen away, tipped away, and that's going to stay with Bremen as that's the first turnover of the game for the Cavemen. For the Cavemen, starting lineup, number 4, Jaden Hanley, number 10, Maddie Wiley, number 12, Victoria Orr, number 22, Asia Schaefer, and number 42, Katie Baumgartner. The shot is up and no good. Rebounded off of Bremen, and it's going to go over to the Cavemen. So a good-looking shot there by Shively. Couldn't get it to go. The Cavemen trying to break the press and cannot. Another turnover. And it's going to be driven in, nothing there. Pass back out. That's up to number 14, Moyer. Moyer puts it up and scores. And that's going to lead to a quick timeout here from Coach Blasco. Cavemen already trail 6-0. So Bremen junior varsity did not play very well at all, as they, the Mishawaka junior varsity was able to get a big win. But so far, 3 shots up here so far from the Bremen Lions. 2 of them have gone in. All 3 are three-pointers. The Cavemen have got 0 shots up, 2 turnovers, and a foul. So Cavemen off to probably the worst start you could right now, but they're going to hope to get out of that slump here with the ball. They're going to have to break the press in order to do that. The Bremen press has been very, very good so far. So Cavemen pass it in. This is Wiley. She gets it over to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to dribble it up, back over to Wiley. And it's tipped, and it's going to be another turnover. So 3 turnovers for the Cavemen, as it'll be the Lions with the ball. Graverson sets up the offense over to Shively. Inside and back out. This is Youngman who drives in. No call and a turnover. So the Bremen Lions turn it over for the first time today, as this is finally a chance for the Cavemen to get a shot off. It is Hanley over in the corner, or excuse me, on the wing. Back up tight, top to Wiley. Hanley had an open look there, but wasn't ready to shoot. Schaefer with the ball now. And it's Wiley dribbling up top. 2-3 zone for both teams right now, as it's Hanley who drives. Hanley drives in, puts up the runner, and it's good. An awkward-looking shot, but it falls as Hanley gets the first points of the game for the Cavemen. That pass is inside, somehow found its way to Youngman, and it's passed up top, just barely saved there by Foster. Into the corner, that's Moyer. 3 is no good. And offensive rebound, though, goes to the Lions. And now it's back up to Foster, or excuse me, Moyer. Inside to Foster, and that's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to go over to the Cavemen. So the Cavemen force a jump ball there. A good defensive possession. We're going to have a couple subs. In the game comes number 32. It's Leah Dawson, and number 11, Emma Knipp. So the first subs of the game come from the Cavemen. Cavemen rotate a lot of players in, as they're going to have to try to break this press. Wiley goes out, and it's Orr inside the Knipp. Nothing there as they pass it back out. And now they'll set it back up with Hanley with the ball. Hanley's got the only points on the night for the Cavemen. Here is Orr. Orr over to Schaefer. She takes the long 3. It's off, no good, and rebound to Youngman. So not a great looking shot. as the Cavemen get back on defense. And now the Cavemen have kind of started playing man-to-man, it looks like. No, it's still a zone of some sort. And that's going to be the no shot they're going to call block on IHSAA. So that's Schaefer's first of the game. That's a player the Cavemen need to play well pretty much every game. She missed the first 3 games of the season and hasn't played all that much. That's passed up to Youngman. Youngman passes it out. That Shively thought about the 3 but didn't take it. She was open, and I think she wanted to take it. Youngman takes the 2, no good, but right there for the rebound and score is Katie Moyer. So Moyer scores. Youngman couldn't get the 2 to go, but good hustle there to get that to go. We're all learning here to try to get better there. And that's another turnover by the Cavemen. Couple more subs here for the Cavemen. So the Cavemen had a couple subs. Ella Martin in the game. She's number 2. Also in the game for the Cavemen is number 41, Emma Wendt, and there's a turnover. So another turnover. This one by Bremen gives the Cavemen the ball back. Martin gets it over to Hanley, and Knipp's over on this side, jumping up and down, saying she's open. She doesn't get the pass, but now she does. Over to Martin. Martin drives over to Hanley. She thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Now she takes the contested 2, and that's well short, no good, so Hanley misses. Here comes Foster. Foster gets it over to Graverson. Back to Foster, thought about the 3. She drives. Good pass over to Shively. Shively takes the 3, and it's off the glass, and good. So Shively gets her first points of the night, and that extends the lead to 11-2. Cavemen coming off a big win here against Culver Academies, but right now they trail. The turnovers have hurt them, and the 3-pointers from Bremen have hurt them. So it's Knipp with the ball over to Hanley. Inside to Dawson. She takes a couple dribbles, and they're going to call a late foul, and I think that's a good call. It's going to be a reach-in call, and the coaches aren't complaining too much about that. That call is going to be an Emma Graverson, her first. And in the game, Graverson goes out after that foul. In the game comes number 10. That is Kyla Foster. So there's another turnover by the Cavemen. And that 3 is up and no good by Foster right off the bench. And that's a good rebound, but all out of bounds. Another turnover for the Cavemen. So Foster comes right in and takes a 3. So Bremen is ready to take 3s. The Bremen coach right in front of me here telling the refs, hey, they're riding his players all the way down the court. So he wants some fouls called. Nothing yet. Good pass, but almost turned over. But good job by Youngman getting it. Youngman will chase it down, but Dawson gets the steal. So the turnover could lead to points as Dawson puts it up and scores. Leah Dawson with a great play for the Cavemen gets the Cavemen their 4th points of the game. So it'll be Elia Foster bringing it up. We got Kyla Foster and Elia Foster in, and this is Elia Foster with the 3, no good. Rebounded, but a foul. So Foster misses the 3, and then offensive foul. It looks like it's going to be on number 14, Katie Moyer. Yep. Katie Moyer with the pushing foul. And now the Cavemen are going to have to break a press here. This is a 1-2-2 press, so you're going to see some traps at some point, whether it's early or at half court. Yeah, but it looks like they're going to trap near half court. As Hanley gets it over to Knipp. She gets it over to Dawson. Dawson's got a lane. She drives. She puts it up strong. Wendt with the rebound and scores. Emma Wendt scores after the Dawson miss, and the Cavemen have cut the lead to 5. Foster picks up her dribble, gets it over to Youngman. And now they'll get it back to Foster. Youngman thought about the 3. She drives in. Good defense by Leah Dawson. Oh, they're going to call a block, it looks like, on Dawson. She moved her feet well, got in good position, but maybe a little late there. A number of subs coming in. Orr and Wiley coming back in for the Cavemen. In for the first time tonight will be number 22, Jaden Monhout. her first action of the night. The shot is up and no good from Shively. She put it short, and the Cavemen get the rebound. Wiley will bring it up. Gets it over to Hanley. Hanley thought about taking the shot, passes it down low, and another turnover. We are just over 6 minutes into this game. The Cavemen already have 7 turnovers, so a tough start for the Cavemen here today. Good hustle by both teams there as Hanley knocks it out of bounds. That'll go over to the Cavemen, or to stay with the Lions. Went goes out. Went's dealing with a nagging knee injury, so she doesn't play as much as she typically would. Katie Baumgartner back in for the Cavemen. And it'll be Elliot Foster with the ball. She'll come off the screen. Good defense by the Cavemen. Baumgartner comes away with the block. Good defense there by the Cavemen as they have the ball. We are down to 1:15 to play here in the first quarter. Cavemen trail by 5. They were down as much as 11-2 in this game, and now they trail 11-6. Jaden Hanley with the ball. We're down to a minute. Wiley, Dawson, Hanley for 3. She gets a clean look. Is it good? Nope, off the back iron. Leah Dawson gets the rebound. What can she do with it? Taken away. Yep, and it is going to be another turnover. So a good-looking possession there for the Cavemen. Comes up with nothing. Hanley misses her first 3 of the night, and that's going to be almost stolen away, but off of the Cavemen. Back into the game is Emma Graverson for the Lions. Out goes Michaela Shively. Good inbounds pass, almost stolen away by Wiley, but Foster comes away with it. Dawson out on Kyla Foster, out to Elia Foster. We got lots of Fosters right now. As the runner in the lane is up, off the backboard, no good. Rebound to the Cavemen. So an awkward-looking shot. Looked almost like it was going in, but the Cavemen come away with it. We're down under 20 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. As it's over to Hanley. Hanley drives in. She takes the runner. It's up off the glass and no good. Looked like that could be a foul there as Hanley's hurt. So Hanley's down behind the play. We've only got 3 seconds left as there's a blocking foul. That's going to be on Wiley. And we're going to have a Hanley is crying down at the other end. As we're going to have 2 shots. She's got her leg kind of straight out there. She's still on the offensive end of the court. As Coach Blasco and trainer out there, as you hear the claps there. That's good. She's walking off, but very gingerly. Leah Dawson helping her off the court there. So we'll see how she is here shortly. Emma Knipp is checking into the game for her. With all of that going on, we do have 2 free throws down at the offensive end for Bremen, as they will be checking on Jaden here. Jaden Hanley, one of the leading scorers for the Cavemen. Very good 3-point shooter, so that's a big loss right now. But we'll see what the Cavemen can do. They trail by 5 here. 2.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. She does look like she's moving it a little better over there, so that's a good sign. Sometimes those hits can just be knee to knee or something like that. Also, there was some contact. The non-contact knee injuries where you're scared of something more serious. So we will see. 2 shots for Elia Foster. She did miss the layup, but was fouled by Wiley. So we're back into action here. First free throw is up and good. So that's the first free throw of the night, actually. As she gets that one to go. 12-6 lead for the Bremen Lions. Second free throw is up and no good. Rebounded to Baumgartner. They're going to have to get a shot off quickly. And they're going to say no. So no shot there, as that's 1 for 2. That'll take us the end of quarter number 1. Cavemen trail the Lions from Bremen 12-6.
Chris, last year was a challenge.
It was quite a challenge.
But we overcame it.
That's what life's all about, overcoming challenges together.
And I'm so proud of our entire state and our local communities for persevering through last year together. I'm Indiana High School Athletic Association Assistant Commissioner Carrie Schludecker.
And I'm Assistant Commissioner Chris Kaufman. Last year, we learned something that high school sports have always taught kids: how to overcome challenges through discipline and teamwork.
Our student athletes do it year in and year out.
And last year, they did it with limited to no attendance.
But this year, fans are back in the stands, and we want to see your enthusiasm.
So we're challenging you, the fans,
To buy a ticket to your school's next sporting event.
and help the whole community persevere.
This is your team. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
We're back here in the cave, home of the Cavemen. We're here for girls basketball action tonight. We're on YouTube tonight for only tonight. This is a one-night only event on YouTube, so thanks for tuning in. We will be back on IHSAA TV on Friday. We'll have some more girls basketball action Friday as the Cavemen are back here at home. Girls have had a lot of home games to start the season. They've won, I think, 3 straight games total, which is a good sign. They beat Elkhart Christian, LaVille, and then Culver Academies. They're trailing 12-6 right now. They're on the road tomorrow night at Riley, and then back here at home for their first conference game of the season, which will be against Northwood. So Northwood will be Friday. We'll have that live here on the Mishawaka Network, not on YouTube, but on IHSAA TV. So that's what's coming up as we get into action. Bremen wearing green shirts and shorts, going from right to left on your screen. Going from left to right are the Cavemen in their all white home jerseys. So good defense here by the Cavemen as they had a good trap. That's passed inside. It's up and no good. Rebounded to Wiley. So Monhout couldn't get that shot to go, her first of the game, as Wiley brings it up. Riley will hand it off to Schaefer. Schaefer, the sophomore, has been very good, was very, very good. As that's stolen away, nope, going to be sticking with the Cavemen. Asia Schaefer was very good on in their last game here, which was last week against Culver on Friday. Schaefer thought about the 3, hands it off to Wiley. She does take the 3. It looks good, and it is. Maddie Wiley gets her first shot to go, and the Cavemen trail by only 3. Good defense there by Dawson to tip it away, but it stays with the Lions. That's passed over to Foster, and that's going to be Youngman with her first basket of the game as she scores an easy 2. Wiley brings the ball up over to Orr. Orr drives in, nothing there, over to Wiley. Back to Orr. We're back and forth here. And Schaefer's got it now on the wing. Schaefer will drive in. Long 2 is up and short. Rebounded to Katie Baumgartner. So good offensive rebound there after the miss by Schaefer as they'll reset. This 2-3 zone has made it hard. Wiley takes a long 3, and it's long and no good. So Wiley thought she could get 2 in a row, but does not. And it'll be Foster. Kyla Foster back to Elia Foster. Almost stolen away. Good drive there is up and no good. Rebounded to Wiley and the Cavemen. So an erratic drive there from Graverson. She can't get it to go, and the Cavemen have a chance to cut the lead down again. We've got 4 different subs getting ready to check in right in front of us here, so we'll get you those in a second. Good pass into Baumgartner, and it's up and good. Great pass from Leah Dawson into Katie Baumgartner. She scores her first 2 of the game. And a long pass is a good one, and it's through the hands. A great-looking pass there from Elia Foster, but it goes right through the hands of Jaden Monhout. So a couple subs there. Emma went in the game for the Cavemen. Also Ella Martin into the game. Also into the game, we've got Michaela Shively back. And trying to see who else came in for Bremen. Oh, it looks like number 14 is back in the game. That's Katie Moyer. Caveman ball. They're going to the right again as it'll be Wiley bringing the ball up again. Good screen by Ella Martin. And that's going to be tipped away and another turnover by the Cavemen. Good defense by the Lions so far tonight. You know what it looks like they're doing? Ella Martin is playing a very close man-to-man defense on Elliott Foster. Good drive there by number 14, Katie Moyer. She gets that to go. It looks like Coach Blasco's drawn up on defense a box and one. They're guarding Elliott Foster very tightly man-to-man, and then all other defenders for the Cavemen are playing a zone. We'll see if they keep that going as the long three is up by Wiley again and no good, but a good rebound by Ella Martin. And she steps out of bounds. So another turnover by the Cavemen. Maddie Wiley hit her first three and can't get the other two to go. And it looks like they're going to actually go into man-to-man. Yep, they are. So the Cavemen going into a straight man-to-man defense now. Graverson gets it off. As we pass it around, it's Youngman who drives in, but a travel. Pretty easy call there. That's one of those travels where you catch it moving one foot and you take one step with the other, and that's going to be called 9 times out of 10 here in high school basketball. As the Cavemen will bring the ball up the court. It'll be Wiley bringing up. Schaefer's coming over to the scorer's table to check in. Orr takes the long two, and that's up and no good, but Baumgartner gets the rebound and goes back up and can't get it to go. So Orr misses her shot, her first of the night. Baumgartner misses her second shot, as now the Lions will try to make something happen. Bremen leads by 5. Youngman takes the three. It's up and long, no good, but rebounded to the Lions. Elliott Foster drives. And now Shively takes the three, and that's no good and off the extension there. And that's going to be over to the Cavemen. So a couple missed three-pointers there, one by Youngman, one by Shively. Bremen started the game 2 of 3 from 3. Since then, they have not been so lucky. They are now 3 of 9, so. Asa Schaefer back into the game as Orr takes the three this time. It's up and looks good and is good. Victoria Orr hits her first three of the game, and the Cavemen cut the lead to 2. Jaden Hanley, a good sign. She went off the court injured. A good tip there, out of bounds, staying with the Lions. Jaden Hanley is coming back in the game, so that's a good sign for the Cavemen as she checks back in after being injured. Victoria Orr goes out after her first three of the game. And you hear the big cheers there as, she looked like she was hurt, and obviously good to see her back in the game. Asa Schaefer, good defense. They finally do call the foul, but it's a little late. So Asa Schaefer gets called for her second foul. Let's see, where is Schaefer? There she is. Her second foul of the game. Foster will go to the line as she was shooting. First free throw's up and rolls in. So Foster gets her second free throw to go. And second one is much easier as that goes. Puts her at 3 or 4 on the night. Actually, Elliott Foster's the only player so far that has shot any free throws. So Bremen sets up in this 1-2-2 press again as it's broken by Wiley. Passes it into Baumgartner, and a foul there on Elliott Foster. So probably a good foul. Baumgartner had very good position. Looked like she was going to go up and score that. So good job by Wiley of breaking that press. Kind of went around 3 different defenders, as it'll be Schaefer passing in for the Cavemen. And Wiley's got it on the corner, and they're going to have to reset. And now Cavemen will reset their offense. Schaefer hasn't thought about the three, gets it off to Wendt, tipped away, but back to Schaefer. Hanley gets it over to Wiley. And it'll be back to Hanley. She's open. Will she take it? Nope. And it's going to be stolen away. Nope. And it's Wiley who comes away with it. Good job by the Cavemen to keep possession. Off to Hanley and a turnover. So the Cavemen a little out of control right now, as it'll be Kasha Davidova coming in for the first time tonight. She didn't play at all in the first quarter. She's one of the Cavemen's leading scorers, so that's an interesting story to follow as she's in for the first time. And that's going to lead to the first timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute to bring you more Caveman basketball.
High school sports fans, this is IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and I'd like to introduce you to new Assistant Commissioner Brian Lewis.
Thank you, Paul. I can't tell you how excited I am to be part of the team.
We know you're going to excel in your role. High school sports have been a huge part of your life.
That's right. I played high school sports, I coached high school sports, and I was an athletic director.
You truly lived high school sports. Tell the fans why they're so important to you.
Because high school sports are education-based athletics, and as a former teacher, I know firsthand how effective they are in teaching lessons outside of the classroom.
Real life lessons.
100%. They teach teens how to overcome adversity.
How to work hard, how to get better every single day.
Absolutely. And I think most importantly, how to be part of a team.
Well, Brian, welcome to our team.
This is your team. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back here to the Cave. I'm Matt Rendell here alongside the students. This is a student-run production. The only thing I'm doing tonight is taking stats and announcing. Everything else is being done by Mishawaka High School students. So thanks for tuning in tonight. Again, this is our only time we'll be on YouTube this year. There's a server that is down here from Blue Frame Technology, which helps us run our streams on IHSAA TV. So they did give us permission to run this one stream, as that's a turnover by Bremen. Asia Schaefer takes it in and scores. Good job by Schaefer to get that steal and get the bucket to go, as the Cavemen cut the lead to only 2. Good defense there on Shively, as that's stolen away by Shively, but they're going to call a foul. So good defense as Shively can't get it to go by Leah Dawson. And then the foul is on Shively. That'll be her first. Not a lot of fouls here so far, so it's been a pretty clean game. Only 4 fouls for each team, as we are down to 2:24 in the second quarter. So the Cavemen bring the ball up the court. It's going to be over to Wiley. Bremen has dropped into a man-to-man defense, as they've been in a 2-3 zone almost the whole game. That's passed over to Schaefer. Schaefer is a very good ball handler. She takes the driving layup, and she gets that to go. Asia Schaefer gets 2 more points, and it is tied at 18. The Cavemen have been trailing almost all game, as that's a drive by Foster's up and good. Great drive by Elia Foster, who gets that to go. That's her 8th point of the game, as she's 3 for 4 from the lines. Hit 1, 2, and 1 3. And it'll be Schaefer with the ball. 1:35 to play in the second quarter. Almost stolen away, but Maddie Wiley comes away with it. She's going to drive in, gets all the way to the hoop, puts it up off the glass, and rolls off. Good drive there by Wiley, but couldn't get it to go. As now Bremen will bring it up. 1:20 to play here in the second quarter. Good pass. That's up and good. Great play there as Katie Moyer gets that to go. And the lead back to 4. Cavemen had cut it to 18-18. But now it is 18-22 in favor of the Lions. Schaefer gets the ball up top. She thought about the long 3, but drives in this time, puts it up. Good block, but David Ovick is there and gets it up and no good, but she'll go to the line. So the first free throws of the game come from catcher David Ovick, who is going to go to the line to shoot 2. So that foul is on number 21. That's Michaela Shively, her second, and not very long. As the free throws will be up and short, no good. So first free throw of the game for the Cavemen is no good. Victoria Orr will come in for the Cavemen, 52.7 to play. Maddie Wiley goes to the bench. Kasha to take the second free throw. That is up and no good again. Good position by Dawson. Can't get the rebound. So 2 missed free throws there. Not what the Cavemen wanted. A good trap, but the press is broken by the Lions. And Shively will bring it back out to Graverson, over to Foster. Foster is easily the best ball handler so far. Great pass into Katie Moyer and scored. So a couple good plays by the Lions. as now we're down under 30 seconds to play in the second quarter. Bremen drops into their 2-3 zone as it'll be Orr. Orr will get it back up top. Good ball fake as she gets it to Dawson. Dawson inside to Kasha, and that's going to be stolen away. Nope. Somehow she comes up with it, puts up the shot. It's no good, but she'll go to the line. So good hustle there by Kasha Davidovic. And that'll be number 11, Graverson, her second foul. We're down under 10 now, 9.9 to play in the second quarter. Kasha Davidovic goes to the line. She missed her last two at the line. And that one's good. So a good-looking free throw there. And she gets her first points of the night. Again, Kasha, one of the leading scorers for the Cavemen, hadn't played until the second quarter, has now gotten a couple shots up. Neither have gone, but it's gotten fouled twice. As she'll try again. This free throw's up and good. So Davidovic scores 2 there. Foster will bring it up with 7 seconds. We're down to 5 seconds. Foster pass inside, stolen away. Victoria Orr has it. It'll be Hanley. She's got to put it up. Will not get it up. As that is off the glass, no good. Wouldn't have counted anyway. So good hustle here by the Cavemen. Have cut the lead to just 4 as the Cavemen will go to halftime trailing 24-20. With that, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with some stats, some updates, some other things going on around Mishawaka High School, and we will let you know what's going on later on this week and into next week as we get ready to end our first semester here at Mishawaka High School. We're going to play you the Commissioner Quarter interview with Paul Neidig, Commissioner of the IHSAA. We played it pregame, but we weren't live then, so we'll play it again here. It is a little outdated, so it's from last week, but we want to make sure you know what's going on around the IHSAA. We will be back in about 5 minutes to bring you some updates, stats, and other things going on.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bob Lovell. Our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, congratulations to you, your staff, the member institutions, the young men involved in football, their families, the communities. It was, from start to finish in football, it was a fantastic year, and I think it culminated in some of the best played dramatic championship games you've had in a while.
It was. First of all, hats off to our schools for what they've been able to accomplish, but this year was phenomenal. We had a lot of parity throughout the state, some incredible teams, and then we had a little Thanksgiving, then got to Lucas Oil for some games on Friday and Saturday of last week. 3 teams had never been there before, which brings enthusiasm and excitement into the facility. But, they were just great games. The teams were back and forth. Gibson Southern's down, 19? They're down 19.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, the young man that's going to be quarterback at the next level at Purdue turns it on, and he's throwing darts out there. And here comes Gibson Southern roaring back. And that was the kind of football we had all weekend.
I think you did. You had games that went back and forth. You didn't have the lopsided game that it just seems that every year there's 1 or 2 of those games that team gets behind early and out of their game plan and can't get it together, playing a really good team. But these were, I thought, 3 really competitive games per day that had a lot of drama. As you point out, Brady Allen doing what he does, but there was an opportunity to showcase some tremendously talented young men who stepped up on the big stage and led their teams to championship, which is what makes this such a lifetime event for them and actually for their communities. They're going to be talking about Brady Allen in Gibson County for a long, long time, quite frankly.
For a long time, and I'm going to hear it because that's actually my stomping ground from that area.
Right.
So a lot of my family went to school at Gibson Southern, so Brady is certainly familiar. But, you think about the game that stood out to me in the other performance was Mater Dei and Andre and going back and forth.
Right.
And then the young man, number 34, puts the S on the second half. I think the young man's actually going to Notre Dame next year, and he just took the game over and willed his team to a victory that day. And, those kind of performances, they're just special about high school football, and especially high school football in Indiana.
And the other thing, they get a chance to play your last. You think about it, you start your season dreaming of playing your last game in Lucas Oil Stadium, and then you get a chance to do it and you win a championship. And so congratulations to them, and congratulations to the teams that didn't win. Again, you forever will be able to tell your children, grandchildren, everybody I played my last game in Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can't say enough about the Colts and everybody involved. It was a magnificent year because, again, you played over 90% of the scheduled contests in a world that is still ravaged by COVID, not only just around the world, but here in the United States. And what you've done for 2 straight years, I think, is unmatched around the state, around the country.
I appreciate that, and I do think Indiana led the way when it comes to participation for student athletes in a COVID world, and I think that's certainly what we deal with. But, Bob, I appreciate the kind words about led the way, but, man, it was such a team thing. I've never done anything successfully in my life without a great team that all had a common goal, and that was Indiana. And I'm just so proud of that, and that more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Commissioner, congratulations again. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us, and enjoy the week.
Thank you, Coach. And again, thank you for what you do for the promotion of student athletes and giving them a platform to celebrate what they do.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
High school sports fans, this is IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and I'd like to introduce you to new Assistant Commissioner Brian Lewis.
Thank you, Paul. I can't tell you how excited I am to be part of the team.
We know you're going to excel in your role. High school sports have been a huge part of your life.
That's right. I played high school sports, I coached high school sports, and I was an athletic director.
You truly lived high school sports. Tell the fans why they're so important to you.
Because high school sports are education-based athletics, and as a former teacher, I know firsthand how effective they are in teaching lessons outside of the classroom.
Real-life lessons.
100%. They teach teens how to overcome adversity.
How to work hard, how to get better every single day.
Absolutely. And I think most importantly, how to be part of a team.
Well, Brian, welcome to our team.
This is your team. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back to the Cave here. I'm Matt Rendell. I teach radio and television. And then work with all the students here at the Mishawaka Network. So we got a lot of students here doing a lot of different things, so I want to make sure that we recognize those students here tonight. Ryan Hoopengartner helping us out tonight, recording some clips on the floor. We got a couple cameras, Levi and Alex up there running some cameras, and then Joe here kind of switching between those. We got 3 minutes until we're ready for second half action. So let's go through some stats, some upcoming things. Quick update, Mishawaka boys are on the road tonight. They are taking on Mishawaka Marion in kind of the city of Mishawaka duel there, and the Marion leads the Cavemen at halftime 34-14. So a big lead there for the Marion Knights over the Cavemen. We will see the Cavemen boys team back in action here at the Cave on Saturday. That'll be them taking on Elkhart Christian Academy here on Saturday night. You can come and check out the boys as well as watch it on IHSATV.org. Again, tonight we are on YouTube. That is only for tonight because of a server error. So thanks for tuning in tonight. Let's go through some stats. Cavemen trail 24-20. Let's start with the Bremen Lions. They've only played, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players here tonight. So the leading scorer is Katie Moyer, actually, with, let's see, 11 points it looks like. So 11 of the 24 scored by Moyer. 8 of those have been just layups at the hoop. A lot of that being facilitated by Elia Foster. Foster has 8 points on the game. So between Moyer and Elia Foster, you've got 19 of the 24 points. Rounding it out, Madison Youngman has 2 points. Michaela Shively has 3 points. So that's all the points here tonight. 4 players have all 24 points. Bremen has 5 turnovers and compared to the Cavemen, who have 11. So let's go to the Cavemen. They've played a lot more players. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different players have seen the court today. Kasha Davidovic has 2 points. Emma Wendt has 2 points. Leah Dawson has 2 points. Katie Baumgartner has 2 points. Asia Schaefer actually has 4 points for the Cavemen. Victoria Orr with 3, Maddie Wiley with 3, and Jaden Hanley with 2. So I said the Cavemen have played 10 players, but they have also all scored. So, excuse me, not all of them scored. 8 of the 10 players have scored. So Emma Knipp has not scored, as well as Ella Martin. So big game here for the Cavemen. They're on a 3-game win streak, and they play tonight, or they play tonight, yes. They play again tomorrow night on the road at Riley, and then they will play on Friday back here at the Cave, as they will take on, who do they play? I already lost it. Oh, first conference game of the season against Northwood. So you can tune in to IHSAA TV Friday for that, and then you will be able to see them play against Northwood. Just about ready to go here, 15 seconds. Couple other updates. Next week we'll be live here on YouTube for the MHS Band concert, their first of the year. That'll be next Tuesday the 14th, so a week from tonight, from the MHS Auditorium. So you can come out and see the band, or you can watch here on the Mishawaka Network. Also next week, we will have basketball action next week, and then a week from Sunday, we will have Vespers. Vespers is a big concert here for the Cavemen. It's a long, long tradition. I think they said this is the 87th year of Vespers. So that'll be a week from Sunday on December 19th. So lots going on. You can go to Vespers. They have a 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. show, and we'll be streaming the 2 p.m. show of that. So lots coming up here at Mishawaka High School as we're back in action. Asia Schaefer has it for the Cavemen. Cavemen going from right to left on your screen. Bremen going from left to right. Dawson gets it off to Hanley, to Davidovic, over to Leah Dawson, and she goes in, and she's going to get fouled. And that's going to be Michaela Shively's 3rd foul, as Dawson will go to the line. A great play there by the Cavemen. No, they didn't call. It looks like they called that on number 11. Sorry, I thought they called Shively for that, but they did not. So that'll be Emma Graverson's 3rd foul, as Kyla Foster will come in. So the shot was no good by Dawson, as she will take her 2nd. That one is also no good, and good rebound by Elia Foster. The Cavemen free throws, they are only 2 of 6 so far tonight. Good pass inside, great defense by Leah Dawson to knock it away. They were trying to get it into Katie Moyer, who's been very good at the hoop. 4 for 4 from 2. Actually, she's been very good overall. So far tonight, she's 4 for 4 from 2, 1 for 2 from 3. So she total is 5 for 6. Good defense by the Cavemen. They're playing man-to-man. They don't play very often. As Coach Blasco's encouraging them to play some hard defense right now. Youngman gets it off to Elia Foster. Good defense, good pump fake, and that's going to be drive in. No foul called, as Shively can't get it to go. Schaefer goes through the legs, almost loses her dribble, as they'll drop into a 2-3 zone. So Schaefer thought about taking the 3. Hanley thinks about it, doesn't take it. She drives in, takes a 2. It's up and no good, and that's going to be over out of bounds to the Lions. So good looking play there by Hanley, but shorted it a little bit, as the Cavemen will kind of put on the pressure right now, it looks like. Cavemen trail by 4 here. 24-20 is the score now. That was the score at halftime. As Youngman gets the pass ahead, she puts it up. No good. Rebounded to Kyla Foster, taken away. So Youngman had a good look at the hoop but couldn't get it to go. And the Cavemen have a chance to cut into this 4-point lead. Jaden Hanley gets the 3 as the Cavemen will cut the lead to just 1. So that's Hanley's first 3 of the evening. She's a very good 3-point shooter. Moyer gets it over to Shively. Shively almost took the 3 but does not. Moyer ball fakes, drives, and good defense. That's going to be a foul. I don't know. It looks like that was going to be on Dawson. We'll see what they call here. David Ovick was in the area too. Yep, they're going to call Leah Dawson. That's her second foul. She's played very well off the bench for the Cavemen. So Mishawaka leads 23 to 20, or trails 23 to 24 right now. Moyer at the line taking 2 free throws. That one's up and good so far. One of the key differences right now has been Bremen's ability to make some free throws. They are 4 of 5 on the night, and the Cavemen are only 2 of 6. Second free throw's up and in and out, but Youngman gets the rebound. Good rebound by Madison Youngman, and then it's turned over, but it's out of bounds off of David Ovick. So almost a turnover, but they pass it into good defense. They pass it into Moyer, but Leah Dawson knocks it away, staying with Bremen. Katie Moyer has been very good around the hoop. It'll be Kyla Foster to pass it in. Almost stolen away right through the hands of Leah Dawson. Looks like she could have got called for a foul, and Foster takes the long 3. It's up and in. Big 3-pointer from Elliott Foster as she got that to roll in. The Cavemen trail now by 5. 28 to 23. Hanley takes the 3 again. It looks good. It's in and out. Good looking 3-pointer. Had a good line of sight on that one, but couldn't get it to drop. But a good looking shot by Hanley, but just can't get it to go. Cavemen drop into a 2-3 zone. Almost tipped away. This is Shively. Shively almost took it again, but does not. Actually, you know what we have here? Looks like that box and one again, and it's stolen away. Good steal by the Cavemen. This is Kasha David Ovick, who drives in 1-on-4, passes it out to Schaefer, gets it up and good. Asia Schaefer gets the 2 to go. Cavemen trail by 3. So it'll be Kyla Foster with the 3. That is long and no good, and that's going to be rebounded to Schaefer. Schaefer's got a chance to go all the way, gets it up and scores. Asia Schaefer scores, and that's going to lead to a Bremen timeout as the Cavemen cut the lead to just 1. Good defense by the Cavemen have led to a couple baskets, and the Cavemen, who trailed by 4 at halftime, now trail at that timeout 28 to 27. It's a full timeout. We're going to stay here, though, with that timeout. You can see Coach Robinson, Alex Robinson of the Bremen Lions, giving his team a little pep talk over here as they led 11-2 to start this game. They led 28-23 just a few minutes ago, and now lead 28 to 27. So the Cavemen have cut into that lead as they hope to try to come back and win this game. Again, we talked a little bit about it, but let's go through it one more time. The Mishawaka Cavemen girls basketball team is on the road tomorrow night at Riley, so if you want to see them, you can go to Riley and check that out. You can watch the Cavemen girls on Friday at IHSAATV.org. That'll be the first conference game of the season for the Cavemen against Northwood. And then we'll have boys basketball action here at home against Elkhart Christian on Saturday night. So a lot going on here at Mishawaka High School. Quick update on the boys. Boys are at Marion tonight. They trail Marion at the end of the third quarter, 50-30. This is announced last week, and we'll have a quick video coming out soon talking about Ron Heklinski, Coach Ron Heklinski of the boys basketball team. This will be his last season coaching basketball here at Mishawaka, and I think he's saying this is his last year coaching altogether. So we'll bring you that as that's stolen away. Another turnover as Asia Schaefer tips away and scores. And the Cavemen take their first lead of the night at 29-28 as it's Emma Went with a great pass in as Schaefer with the quick hands. Good trap in the corner, and they're going to call a foul. I think they're going to call that on Emma Went. Yep, they're going to call Emma Went for her first foul of the game. And Graverson's going to have to come back in with her 3 fouls. Out goes Jaden Monhoot. They pass it into Shively. Shively will bring it up. And Schaefer out playing good defense. Good trap as it's going to be Foster over to Moyer. Moyer's had a big game as she'll drive and try to make it even better. Graverson takes the three. It's short and rebounded by Hanley. So Graverson misses that three. And the Cavemen now not only with the lead, but with the lead and the ball here with 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Schaefer gets it off to Hanley. Hanley, a very good shooter, but couldn't get that, and that's a bumping foul. No shot, they're going to say, on the floor. And Shively will be called for that foul. So that is her third. I had called her for a foul earlier. They actually called on Graverson. It'll be Jaden Hanley to inbound. She'll pass it up to Baumgartner. Good catch as she gets out to Wen. Inside to David Ovick. She puts it up and rolls in. Kasha David Ovick gets the bucket, and the Cavemen lead is now 3. Moyer brings it over half court. Pass away, and it's going to be taken away by Katie Baumgartner. She goes all the way. She puts it up and fouled. No good. And she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Great steal and take by Katie Baumgartner. She couldn't get it to go, but she'll go to the line with 2 free throws here as the Cavemen lead by 3. The defensive intensity by the Cavemen has made it difficult for the Bremen Lions here in the second half, as it'll be Baumgartner to the line to shoot 2 free throws. That foul, actually, I just noticed was on Shively. That's her 4th, as she's going to have to go to the bench, and it looks like Kyla Foster will come back in. Cavemen have struggled at the line tonight, but that is Baumgartner's first, and it goes. And there's going to be a timeout here by Coach Alex Robinson. So we'll see what he calls here. I think he's going to call 30. Yep, 30-second timeout. We'll bring you a quick commercial, and we'll be right back after this.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
We're back here in the cave. The Cavemen are very intense right now. They've played very good defense. That's led to some easy buckets. Cavemen now lead by 4. They trailed by 4 at halftime, so they've outscored the Bremen Lions by 8 here in the third quarter, and it could be 9 here as Katie Baumgartner will go to the line to shoot her second free throw. So Baumgartner at the line. She will spin it, and she will spin it again, and she puts it up. It is up and in and out, and that's going to be rebounded by Moyer. So another miss at the free throw line. Cavemen have left a number at the line. They are now 3 of 8. Kyla Foster with the ball after the handoff from Elia Foster. Elia Foster ball fake. She drives in. Nothing there. Almost sold away by David Ovick. Pass back out to Moyer. Foster takes the 3. That one's up and long. Good-looking shot, though, as David Ovick comes away with the rebound. So Foster misses that three-pointer, and now it's Schaefer with the ball. Schaefer passes it into Baumgartner. Baumgartner over to Wendt. Wendt thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Over to Hanley. She does take it. It's up. It looks good. It's off the rim. No good. David Ovick gets the rebound. Pass it inside, turned over. So big steal there from the Lions as Hanley missed that three-pointer. Good defense there by the Cavemen. They're going to call a pushing foul. Foster goes down. She gets back up. They're going to call down on Asia Schaefer. And Coach Blasco's asking what she did there. That's her third foul. Definitely looked like it could have been a foul on Jaden Hanley. But yeah, they did call it on Schaefer. That's her third. Foster will go to the line to shoot 2, and she gets the first to go. So Foster now 4 for 5 from the free throw line in this game. And she will shoot a second. Cavemen lead by 3. That free throw's up and good as we're going to have a sub. And I thought they were going to bring a sub in. They do. Schaefer goes out as she's got 3 fouls. Maddie Wiley, now Leah Dawson in. Dawson's going to come in for David Ovick. As now the Cavemen are going to have to break this 1-2-2 press. 32-30 is the lead for the Cavemen, as we are in for another close game here. Cavemen won by 30 as that's stolen away. A turnover by the Cavemen. They've cut down on those this quarter, but they've struggled here in the last few seconds as that's up and no good. Good defense by the Cavemen as Elliott Foster can't get that to go. Bremen drops into their 2-3 zone, but they extend it pretty far out. You see them up at the volleyball line there. Hanley thought about taking the three, gets it into Dawson. She's going to be fouled from behind. Pretty easy call there on Kyla Foster, I think. Yep, and that's her first foul. So Foster gets called for her first. Good pass into Baumgartner. That's up and rolls in and out as she can't get it to go. That was a good look there as the Cavemen tried to extend their lead and could not. Graverson thought about the three, gets it into Youngman. Back out, and there's Elia Foster. Kyla Foster drives. Tipped away, and that's going to be turned over. Coach Robinson wanted a foul there. None was called. The turnovers have been hurting Bremen so far in the third quarter, as there's another one. Maddie Wiley almost turns it over, but Leah Dawson, good hustle there. Emma Went was wide open, but nobody could find her. Baumgartner's open. Jaden Hanley is wide open. I mean, right now the Cavemen have had a number of people open on this possession and have not been able to see them. Hanley takes the long two. It's up no good. Rebounded to Baumgartner. Saves it, but over to Bremen. Good hustle there. Good defense. Good hustle by both Baumgartner and Dawson as they call that foul on Dawson. She is known for getting fouls called on her. That's her third. She gets called for the push. Good pressure by the Cavemen. Almost stolen by Hanley, but Moyer gets it. Moyer drives all the way in, kicks it out. Graverson takes the three. It's up and no good. Didn't look good at all as Graverson can't get anything to go. She's 0 for 3 on the night as we're under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Dawson drives, gets it into Baumgartner. Great play, but Baumgartner puts it up off the bottom of the rim. Baumgartner was wide open but couldn't get it to go. 45 seconds. Kyla Foster in the corner, drives, puts it up, and good. Good play by Kyla Foster as now we are tied. She stepped out of bounds. Another Caveman turnover as Jaden Hanley just drove right into kind of that no-go zone right across midcourt. Tried to draw a foul, but stepped out of bounds. We are down to 31 seconds. The clock is not running. There we go. The clock is now running, and we're down. Is that three is good. Foster gets a three to go, and the Cavemen were just up by 4 and now trail by 3. So the clock didn't run. They aren't going to worry about it right now as we're down to 15 seconds. We're down to 10 seconds. Cavemen trying to get the last shot here. Maddie Wiley with the ball up top. We're down to 5 seconds. Hanley's got an open three. Can she make it? And no good, and that's going to end the third quarter. So the Cavemen had a huge third quarter there for a while. They had taken a 4-point lead, but they go to the fourth quarter trailing 35-32. We'll be back to bring you fourth quarter action in just a minute.
Last year, this is what a touchdown sounded like at a high school football game without fans.
Blue 90, set, hut! Touchdown, Tigers!
Without you there, Indiana high school sports just weren't the same. But this year,
Blue 90, set, hut! Touchdown, Tigers!
a touchdown will sound like a touchdown again because you'll be there to experience it. High school sports are far better with you in the stands. That's because high school sports are about more than the game. They're about the community. They're about the fans in the stands who come together to cheer for the leaders of tomorrow.
Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig, and I just want to welcome you back to the stands. The students and schools deserve your support.
This is high school football. This is Friday night. This is your IHSAA.
We're back here at the Cave as the Cavemen are looking to try to come away with the victory. They've trailed at the end of every quarter. They actually built their first lead of the game. They were up 40 by 4 points. It could have been 5. A missed free throw by Baumgartner couldn't extend the lead to 5. But then Bremen went on a big run here to end the third quarter and now lead by 3. So Kyla Foster was able to get 5 quick points at the end of the third quarter to extend that Bremen lead, and now Bremen leads by 3. They're hoping to come away with the win. They started the game up 11-2, and so since that point, the Cavemen have played much better. Kasha Davidovic didn't play in the first quarter, has had some big plays. Leah Dawson has had a number of big plays for the Cavemen, and obviously Asia Schaefer and some of the other starters playing well. But the Cavemen are going to have to make something happen here in the fourth quarter as they trail by 3. And we're underway in the fourth quarter. Cavemen trail by 3. The Bremen Lions have taken that lead with a good end of the third quarter. A good steal there as Bremen turns it over to start the fourth. Maddie Wiley takes the long 3. It's up. It looks good. Nope, long. Maddie Wiley can't get that to go. And it's one and done for the Cavemen as we're back down to the other end. Aaliyah Foster with the ball. She gets it down to Manhoot, and she traveled. That's 2 straight turnovers. Now the Cavemen have to take advantage. Cavemen trail by 3. Asia Schaefer with the ball. She'll bring it up over half court, over to Orr. For the Cavemen, it's Orr, Dawson, Schaefer, Wiley, and David Ovick. Schaefer with the ball. She's the one that can create her own shot for the Cavemen. She gets it off to Wiley. 2-3 zone has been pretty good for the Lions. David Ovick drives in. She gets good position, gets it up, can't get it to go, and rebounded to the Lions, Manhoot. So good play there by David Ovick, but can't get it to go. Great backdoor pass to Moyer. What a play. Katie Moyer with a good catch and finish on the reverse, and the lead is to 5. A great pass by Elia Foster, and that's going to lead to a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break with them. We'll be right back here with fourth quarter action. Cavemen trail 37-32.
Everyone needs a passion.
Young people, especially.
That's one of the reasons why high school sports are so powerful.
Because they give student athletes purpose, something to be passionate about. I'm Sandra Walter.
And I'm Robert Falcons. We're both assistant commissioners for the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
And we're passionate about preserving the purity of high school sports.
They're the purest form of sport left. They're played on a level playing field.
And they're played for school and community pride.
They promote sportsmanship and build character.
And this year, we are thrilled to welcome back our passionate fans.
So buy a ticket to your school's next sporting event
and experience the passion and the purity of high school sports.
The athletes and schools deserve your support.
This is your team. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back to Mishawaka High School. You can see Coach Blasco trying to encourage his team, draw up some plays there as they trail by 5. Quick update from the boys game. The boys are at Marion tonight, and that game is final. Mishawaka loses to Marion 63-36. So a big win for the Marion Knights as the Cavemen fall to 0-2 on the young season, and they'll try to get on track Saturday here at the Cave against Elkhart Christian. We're back in here to action. Cavemen trail by 5. Schaefer comes off the screen, takes the long 2. It's up and no good. Gets her own rebound, though. She tries to go back up, does go back up, and is going to get the foul call as she is going to be shooting 2, I think. Yep, 2 shots. So good hustle there by Schaefer to get the first shot up, but then to get her own rebound and now has a chance to put 2 at the line. They're going to have to make some free throws here, as so far they've only made 3 of 8. First free throw by Schaefer is up and in and out. So another missed free throw, as Coach Blasco is not going to be happy with that, I'm sure. He's still encouraging his team, though. Trailing by 5. That was a good-looking free throw, just in and out. So Schaefer will try again. This one's up and in. So Schaefer goes 1 of 2 at the line, as now it'll be Caveman putting on the press. Almost thrown away, but a good catch by Foster. Stolen away. No, they're going to call a foul. A good-looking attempt to steal there by Leah Dawson as she hit the ball away. They're going to say it was a push. So that's her 4th. 4 fouls on Leah Dawson, as they're going to have to... as they'll leave her in with the 4 fouls. Elliott Foster to Kyla Foster and back. Good defense by the Cavemen, but a great pass to Manhoot. Jaden Manhoot gets that to go, as it was a great pass from Elliott Foster. So Elliott Foster's been good getting her own points, but has also been very good at distributing. 6-point lead for the Lions. Cavemen are going to have to make something happen here, as Asia Schaefer takes the long 3, and it's good. A beautiful rainbow 3-pointer from Asia Schaefer, and that cuts the lead down to 3. Moyer gets it off to Graverson, to Manhoot, and they're going to call Leah Dawson. That's going to be her 5th, I think. I don't think she knows yet, but she's going to have to come out, as that's her 5th foul. Leah Dawson is done for the night with her 5th foul of the game. Also out comes Maddie Wiley and Victoria Orr, but Leah Dawson is done for the night, as the Cavemen will have to do it without her. Cavemen only trail by 3. Good switch there on the screen. Elliott Foster to Kyla Foster, over to Graverson. Graverson with the back door to Katie Moore. What a play. Moore, though, can't get it to go, and rebounded to David Ovick. That's Moyer's first miss on an open shot, as it'll be Baumgartner inside, and they're going to call a blocking foul. So good hustle by the Cavemen, as that'll be a foul on, I think, 14. Nope, they're going to call number 22 with the foul. That is Manhoot. It's her first foul. So they try the lob, and it does not work at all, as David Ovick went a different direction, as the Cavemen still trail by 3. It'll be Moyer driving in. She drives all the way in. There's going to be a blocking foul on the floor. That's going to be on Baumgartner. I think that's her first, actually, yeah. But that is the 7th foul, so we'll be shooting 1 and 1. So Katie Moore will go to the line. That's one thing they've done well here today. Moyer is 1 for 2 on the game. She needs the first one to go. She gets it. So Moyer is now 2 of 3 on the game. And that free throw is up and good. So 2 good-looking free throws by Katie Moyer. Extends the lead to 5. So 1-2-2 press by the Lions. I think they just want to slow the Cavemen up just a little bit, as it'll be Schaefer with the ball. She's got to get it across. She does, just barely. David Ovick gets it, spins into traffic, up no good. Baumgartner gets the rebound. She puts it up, no good. Hanley gets the rebound. She tries to pass it out, and they're going to call a jump ball, and that's a tough call. Cavemen had some good hustle there, and that's going to stay with the Cavemen, though. So the jump ball keeps it with Mishawaka. Asia Schaefer will pass it in. Their last out-of-bounds play, they tried to throw a lob, and it did not work at all. This time they pass it out to Baumgartner, to Hanley. Schaefer open for 3. And it's just no good. They're going to have to fix that net, though. So Schaefer had a good look there, couldn't get it to go. I can't believe they're not fixing the net there. Good pass by Elliott Foster to Katie Moore. That's up to Graverson. Graverson takes the 3. It's up and good. Graverson finally gets a shot to go. It's not a pretty looking shot, but it gets the job done that time. Cavemen now trail by 8, which is their largest deficit since the first quarter. Good job by Went to get that dribble down as David Ovick drives in. She takes a double dribble, and it's up and good. They're going to give her the basket. They do not call the double dribble. So she will get the 2 and get to go to the line for a free point. So lead cut to 6 here. Coaches for Bremen are talking about that double dribble. It looks like they may be right about, but David Ovick gets the call, gets the free throw up, and is no good. Who gets the rebound? Hanley gets the own rebound for the Cavemen, and Went takes the long 3. It's up and no good. And it's rebounded to Elliott Foster, tipped away, and that's going to go to Bremen. Whoa, they're going to say that it's... So it looks like the... There we go. So let's recap here. David Ovick missed the free throw. Went missed the 3. Somehow they gave that ball. Yeah. They did give it to Bremen, which is the right call. As it'll be Elliott Foster with the ball. Passes it up to Moyer, and it's stolen from behind. Great steal by Jaden Hanley. And now the Cavemen have some life. Trailing by 6, 3:50 to play. Went has the ball now. She's going to get it off to Schaefer. Schaefer takes the 3, and it's up and short. Good rebound by Baumgartner. Baumgartner puts it up and scores. So Baumgartner scores. Schaefer misses the 3, but good physical play by Baumgartner will get it the 2. Moyer drives all the way in, can't get it to go, and David Ovick comes away with it somehow. David Ovick's driving all the way in, and they're going to say no foul, and that's going to be off of David Ovick and out of bounds. And that's a tough break for the Cavemen, as Shively will come back in for Youngman. Both coaches kind of on the refs here right now. Victoria Orr going to check into the game. Baumgartner hurt, so Baumgartner goes out. Looks like she might maybe have some cramps there in her leg. Looks like they're looking at her right leg. So right now, Cavemen trail by 4 and almost stolen away again. Good pressure so far from the Cavemen. They'll need to continue that. Shively fakes the 3 over to Elliott Foster. She drives in. No good. No foul. Youngman gets the ball and scores. So Youngman, good heads-up play there on the missed shot as she scores. And now we're down under 3 minutes. Cavemen trail by 6. Victoria Orr off the screen. Gets it over to Schaefer. Schaefer takes the 3. It's up and no good. Rebounded to Moyer. Moyer has played great game here tonight. And Youngman gets the ball up, but she traveled, and that's about the easiest call you'll see tonight. So another turnover by Bremen, keeping the Cavemen alive as they're trying to pull a comeback win. Victoria Orr with the ball. She'll dribble up court. Off to David Ovick. David Ovick will drive all the way in. Paul fakes, puts it up, can't get it to go. Went, can't get the rebound. So good defense by both teams in the last few possessions. As it'll be Elliott Foster driving all the way in, puts it up, can't get it to go. And it's a rebound to the Cavemen. Victoria goes all the way over the back. It looked like no call, but she misses anyway. So Orr and David Ovick both miss, and now the Cavemen are in trouble. 2:09 to play, 46-40. Somebody's got to guard the ball here as Elliott Foster will pass it into Moyer. Moyer drives in, loses it out of bounds, and that's a turnover. So the Cavemen have struggled here shooting, and Bremen has struggled here with holding on to the ball, and that's going to lead to an Alex Robinson 30-second timeout. 1:59 to play in the fourth quarter. Cavemen trail by 6. Yep, that's going to be a 30-second timeout as Coach Blasco is going to try to draw up something. They've got to score here and score soon as they trail by 6. Baumgartner hurt her leg. She looks like she's okay. She may come back in soon as we will see what the Cavemen can do. Scoreboard says 3 timeouts to 1. We're checking right now. as we're getting ready to come out of this timeout. So, upcoming basketball action here. Well, actually, let's talk. Tomorrow night we have school board meeting at the admin center, so you can watch the school board meeting here live on our YouTube channel. Again, this game on YouTube tonight. Only night will be on YouTube because of some server errors or servers being down. We will be back on IHSAA TV on Friday for girls basketball action, the first conference game of the season against Northwood. And then we'll be live on IHSAA TV again on Saturday for boys basketball against Elkhart Christian. Back to the action here. Hanley with the ball. Shively playing some good defense, as Cavemen are going to have to get it across quickly. They've really got to move it. There it is. 10 seconds. And you knew it was coming. It's been close a couple times, and there it is. Another turnover by the Cavemen. Went goes out, Wiley in. Cavemen are going to have to play some pressure defense here. 1:46 to play, trailing by 6. They're going to have to force some more turnovers, and they get it into Elia Foster. Both teams in the 1-and-1 in the bonus. That's going to be handed off to Moyer. Almost thrown away, and it'll be Shively who takes the three. It's up and no good. Rebounded to Wiley of the Cavemen, and there's going to be a foul. So the three by Shively is no good. Cavemen get the rebound, and they're going to call foul. That's going to be 1-and-1. That's going to be 14. Katie Moyer with her second foul. They have her for 4 fouls on the... We're going to see how many fouls that is on her. There's going to be 3. Yeah, that's 3 fouls on Moyer. I had her at 2. Yep, so 3 fouls on 14. 1-and-1 for Maddie Wiley, and she gets the first to go. The Cavemen have struggled at the line tonight. That's a big make there to cut the lead to 5. So the free throw is good. Second one is no good, and Youngman with the rebound. So another big missed free throw by the Cavemen as Elia Foster will bring it up court. She'll dribble it up, pass it to Kyla Foster, over to Moyer. And now they're just kind of holding the ball. And it's thrown away. That's going to be a turnover. A bad pass there, as that'll be a Caveman ball. Shively back into the game. Out goes Kyla Foster after that turnover. And the Cavemen now have a chance. 1:04 to play. They're down 5. They're going to have to score quickly and then try to force a turnover and maybe do some fouling. Wiley gets it off to Schaefer. Schaefer, the best player probably for the Cavemen offensively. Jaden Hanley, also a good shooter. Into David Ovick. She puts it up over the defense and gets it to go. Big play there by Kasha David Ovick, and that's going to make it a 3-point game. That's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in 1 minute to bring you the end of the fourth quarter.
Hey, Robert, are you going to a game on Friday?
Yep, I've already got my ticket, Carrie, which we both know as Indiana High School Athletic Association Assistant Commissioners is much more than a ticket.
It's so much more. When you go to a high school sporting event, you're making a contribution to your community.
That's right. The proceeds from ticket sales go right back to your school's athletic department to help pay for things like facility maintenance and officiating crews.
And just by being there, you're encouraging the student athletes in your community to achieve their goals.
They need that encouragement. They need high school sports in their lives.
They really do, because they teach important life lessons like how to be part of a team.
And it's the team that provides a sense of community.
Which is why it's so important for the whole community to come together to support their high school student athletes.
So join us and buy a ticket to the game.
You'll be supporting your entire community.
This is your team. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
We're back here in the cave. We are down under a minute to play in the fourth quarter, and we're in a tight one. Cavemen trail 46-43. The Bremen Lions have led most of this game. The Cavemen took a brief lead in the third quarter. But right now, it is all about the last 45 seconds, 44.8 seconds on the clock. Moyer to pass it in. She gets it in. And it's a trap by the Cavemen, but not a very good one. Kyla Foster passes it into Youngman, who gets it out. Good play by the Lions, as it'll be Graveman with the ball. Good defense by the Cavemen, and it's going to be over to Youngman. Youngman with the ball. She passes it up. Good job of having composure. Katie Moyer now with the ball. And the Cavemen are going to have to foul. And there it is. It's not the person you wanted to foul, though, as Ella Martin gets called for the foul. Her first. Yep. Ella Martin with the foul. 1-1. We're going to have 2 subs coming in. Maddie Wiley comes in for Martin. Also in is Shively. Foster's been good at the line tonight. She gets that one to go. So Foster gets her 6th free throw to go. She is 6 for 7. Now it is a 4-point lead with only 16 seconds. Make that 5. They got to move, as Coach Blasco's saying, let's go. And now they're wasting a lot of time. Oh, and there's a foul. Nobody called a timeout. So Coach Blasco right in front of us was calling a timeout, but none of the refs actually gave it to him. And so that is not, timeout is not granted, and that's going to be a foul, and that's going to send Jaden Hanley to the line. That foul was on Graverson, her 4th. We have a sub, and it's 1-1, so they're going to have to. It'll be Kyla Foster coming in for Shively. Cavemen have only 8 seconds, down 5. They're going to have to make these free throws and get a quick steal, probably. First free throw by Hanley is up and good. That's Hanley's first one of the game. She gets that to go. Hanley will take a second free throw. That one is up and short, and that's going to be a good rebound by Elia Foster. Stolen away. Victoria Orr puts it up, and she gets fouled. Somehow the Cavemen have a chance here. Cavemen trail by 4. We're down to 3.6 seconds. Now Victoria Orr going to the line, and she's going to be shooting 2. That is Katie Moyer's 4th foul. Victoria Orr will have a chance to cut this lead even further, as now it's 4. It is up and good. Victoria Orr gets the free throw to go. What the Bremen coach is saying, if you get it, hold it. Right now they have the possession arrow and only 3.6 to go. Free throws up and good. So Orr gets a second to go, and that's going to lead to Chad Blasco timeout. 48-46. Cavemen trail by 2. 3.6 to go. And they're going to call full timeout. We'll stay here as we've got a full timeout here with only 3.6 to play. It's been a fun night of basketball here at the Cave. Also tonight was the MHS Winter Orchestra concert. We'll have some highlights from that on our Friday newscast, which we recorded some of today, which we're excited about. So lots of good stories to bring you. We got stories on, like I said, some orchestra and other things going on. We've got robotics updates to bring you. We've got some sports updates, obviously, to bring you. So we've got lots of things coming up this Friday on our YouTube channel. So make sure to watch that this Friday. Again, this is the only night you'll be able to see Caveman basketball on YouTube. Okay? The rest of the games, just like our games earlier this year, will be on IHSAA TV. So make sure you tune in there Friday. We'll have home girls basketball on Friday, as well as Saturday home boys basketball. Friday will be girls against Northwood. Saturday will be the boys against Elkhart Christian. Another reminder, the boys were at Marion tonight. They were losing most of the game and ended up losing 63-36. So a tough game for the Mishawaka Cavemen boys team, as they're off to an 0-2 start. Cavemen girls trying to extend their win streak to 3, but it's going to be tough. Right now they trail by 2. 3.6 to play. They're going to need a turnover, and a turnover quick, as they're going to foul there with 2.1 to play. Aaliyah Foster, who's been very good at the free throw line tonight, she will go to the line. She is 7 for 8, as that'll be the fourth foul in Asia Schaefer. 2.1 to play. So not over, 2-point lead. It's 1-1. So Coach Blasco has one timeout left. Shively will come into the game for Kyla Foster. If Elia Foster can make and get the rebound, I think Blasco's saying to call a timeout. It's 1-1 still. Free throw is up, and it is good. So, one more free throw for Foster. She is now 8 of 9 from the free throw line, which has been huge for the Bremen Lions. 49-46, 3-point lead. That one's up and good, and that'll pretty much seal it. They've got to get it in. They've got to get a shot up quickly, and they're just going to get it off, and it's going to be short. So Victoria Orr misses the last shot of the game as the Cavemen fall, but a great game overall by both teams. Well played. They made a lot of plays on both ends, as the Cavemen will drop this game 50-46 by 4. As the team shake hands here, another reminder, tomorrow night on our YouTube channel, the Mishawaka Network, you can see the school board meeting for all updates about School City Mishawaka. Our next sports broadcast will be this Friday, as we will be bringing you girls basketball action, their first conference game of the season, as they will take on the Northwood Panthers here at the Cave. And then Saturday night, you can tune in to IHSAA TV also for some high school basketball boys action, as they will take on Elkhart Christian. With that, thanks to Joe, Ryan, Parker, Alex, and Levi for their work tonight. We'll be back again tomorrow night on our YouTube channel. We'll be back again on